What up? What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, I'm on here with Chris right now. Just figured we'd jump on live for a little bit, talk some shit about the Raiders. I'm hiring Spytek today as the new GM. Plus, we're going to test out some stuff for Chris on his system. Chris, before you get going, up in the right-hand corner, what do you see up there on the screen for the system, the screen we're in right now?
Stream to your audience.
There you go. So click on that.
All right. Like destination.
Hang on with us, everybody. Just give us a minute here. Want to get him set up on his end. This will be the first time streaming live on his channel for him too. So got to get my boy set up here. You're probably gonna have to put in like a title or whatever. So just put Christopher Raiders if you want under the title and description. Just Raiders GM talk, something simple.
Let's put Spytek new GM. So
there you go.
So let's see how this works out. We got another person on live right now. I'm just kind of watching this stream. So yeah.
There you go. I see you on now.
I was talking to you earlier. I was just about an hour and a half of putting a video up saying like what's taking so long and what's going on. We're behind the times. Everybody got mostly their stuff in place. We don't have anything in place. And before you know it, I get an alert. You text me. I go on news like, what the heck? Spytek. Okay. Let's move. Let's do this. No wait.
Figures my son-in-law just texted me. We were gonna go play World of Warships online. My daughter was on her computer. He couldn't get on it. He goes, "We can play now." I said, "Shit, just jumped on a live show."
No, we can do this. This will be a quick. This will be a quick. I just want to test some things out with you.
Yeah.
While you watching, Jeff.
Yeah.
He's helped me out big time because I was a little nervous about trying to do. I didn't know what to do, but Jeff is the man. He helped me out. And hopefully this will grow.
Just can go through the chat here real quick. What's up, Silver Smoke? How you doing, brother? Gord, how you doing today, man? How you doing? Let's see. I gave a shout out to you too, Chris. Everybody, make sure that you go over to Chris for Raiders on YouTube. Hit his channel up, sub. He's going live right now on his own channel through this stream. Give him a thumbs up on the like there for you too. Steelers on top. Yeah, dude, Steelers are the same place we are right now, at home watching the playoffs.
Right.
What's up, man? How you doing? President Curtis Liberland, what's up, man? Hopefully we can bring in either Pete Carroll, Todd Monken, Joe Brady, or Cliff Kingsbury for head coach. Looks like PG might land with Jacksonville. Yeah, I don't know right now at this point. It almost feels like we're going to be stuck with getting table scraps is my feeling. That's kind of...
You just see...
I don't know. I mean, you lost out on the big dog that everybody wanted, obviously. And I think the next big dog, to be honest, it would be Pete Carroll. But I know some people are like, oh, what about his age? You know, I was watching a show last night that kind of really nipped at my heels on that one.
Silver said I'm not showing live on my channel. Just so test. I'm just saying. I like I said, Silver, we just getting the kinks out, the bugs. So
well, anybody that types anything in the chat on your show or on your channel will show up on this one that you and I are looking at right now. And you'll be able to tell because you see, like, look at Silver Smoke that I got highlighted right now.
Right.
On the right-hand side in the chat group, where his icon is for the YouTube logo, there'd be a chain link going through it. That means that they're on your channel watching, but they're typing in your channel, but it's still reading in this system. So I can pull up comments from your channel while having to going back. See, like right there, Lords. See how he's got a chain link right above the logo in the comments on the right-hand side?
I don't see it yet.
That's how you know he's in your channel. So is Silver Smoke now.
Huh.
What's up, New England Raiders? Jeff and Chris subbed in, and I was just on his channel. I didn't see the current live, just the test. Yeah, it should be right on this front section. Raider Rebel, what's up, brother? How you doing today?
So Raiders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do. I'm not going to deny that. We're not that good right now.
yeah,
So
we know we suck, but we're gonna get better. We've been sucking for over 20 years, so we know.
yeah, it's been fun. Just a quick note. Do you know what 41 years ago today was, Chris? See if you remember.
See, I can't
January
remember.
22nd, 1983.
I can't remember 40 days ago or 40 minutes ago.
It's a big day. It was a big day in Raider history today.
Ah,
I'm sorry, 1984, not 83. 84.
well, I know he won Super Bowl in '84, so I don't know if that's it. It might be something else.
That's it exactly. What's my favorite football team? I really don't know. Buffalo Bills fan. I mean,
I'm gonna say your team is the
we're
Rams.
both shrouded in all black, right?
I'm gonna say the
There's
Rams.
Raider logos all behind me. There's a giant Raider logo behind him. I guess we're Buffalo Bills fans.
I thought it was, I just swore it was the Rams
fans.
with the super and black. I just swore we were the Rams fans. I don't know. Maybe Chargers fans.
Rebel and Smoke are both right. Yep. This is the last Super Bowl that the Raiders won. Was 41 years ago today. We beat the Washington Redskins. And at that time, it was the highest point differential in Super Bowl history. We scored 38. The Redskins scored 9. And we actually played them earlier that season, and they beat us, too.
They beat us.
But we got our revenge in the Super Bowl, the game that matters the fucking most.
What killed me is that time we were Seattle was in the division of the NFC West. We only had 3 divisions. What killed me is that Seattle crushed us twice that year.
What's up, D-Man?
Salute. But we crushed them in the playoffs in a championship game at home. I wish I could have won that game, but
I remember that game. I remember watching every minute of that game. I was 14 years old watching that game. So yeah, I'm gonna be 55 this year. Yes.
Oh shit! I was an old man then. I was 20.
Raiders Rebel. I'm gonna go cry now. I know, right? Rebel is that long ago. It's disgusting.
Right.
But what are you gonna do?
But Rebel. Remember this now. We have our 3. The Donkeys had their 3. The Queens had, unfortunately, 4. But you remember this. There are some teams who have never been in Super Bowl or have been there and never won it. So hold your head up. We won ours. We won a long time ago. But prior to that, the Chiefs didn't go to the Super Bowl for 40 years. 40 years. They went in 1960 something and won with Hank Stram.
So Omar, I play NFL Dallas Cowboys. School you go to where? So you're saying you play for the Dallas Cowboys or you play as the Dallas Cowboys in Madden? Man, I'm 72 years old and pretty damn high. Started smoking weed in 1970 at the very tail end of being a cop out of the evidence locker. What's up, Joseph Parra? How you doing, brother? How you doing today? So big news dropped today. We hired a GM. So John Spytek is now our GM, which is the move that I think majority of the Raider fans was kind of hoping for if we were going to be bringing in a new GM, that it was going to be him. I mean, I kind of personally think it was going to be a no-brainer with his past history.
Yeah, his backgrounds look very good.
Yeah, with him and Brady, being college roommates and playing together being together with Michigan. And the fact that he's one of the deciding factors that brought Brady to Tampa Bay, that final piece of the puzzle they needed down there, to get the Super Bowl for them. So once his name started getting kicked around, it made sense.
I like Spytek because he's not afraid to do things. He will move around. He will, take chances. He will you know what? We want that guy. And he'll go after it.
I will tell you this. I didn't know shit about him until the last week or two. And then when I looked up and read up on him to, educate myself on who he is and what he's done, he is definitely instrumental in getting, helping getting the pieces to that team that they needed
He wasn't
The only thing they needed was Brady, and Brady brought Gronk with him, so that was just a bonus too for them.
He wasn't the G.
Bring
He
the best
wasn't.
tight end down there.
He wasn't the GM. He was the assistant GM, but
Yeah,
he had a voice in the ear, which is all that matters.
exactly.
You know, say, hey,
So I
do this,
mean,
do that.
he's got experience in helping, pretty much rebuilding a team, which is obviously the situation we're in right now. I mean, we're looking at a complete total rebuild, except for a few pieces that we have now. But the good thing is the pieces we have now, I think they're easier to, put the other pieces around them to make the team better.
I'm gonna say not rebuild. I'm gonna rephrase that. I don't say retool. Well, we got pieces. We need to retool. We need to put pieces here, pieces there. We're missing a couple of bolts and screws. That's all we're missing.
Yeah.
We need the whole engine part. We need just a couple bolts and screws to tighten it down. So I think it's a retool. Get rid of some dead weight. Definitely some dead weight. A lot of dead weight. I know I can name 3 people right now that you will agree with. Can I name them? To get rid of? Dead weight.
To get rid of?
Yeah, I can name 3.
Oh, I could probably name more than 3.
Holmes will give you 3.
Parham's number 1.
Minshew.
Andre James is 2. Minshew's
Diablo.
3. Diablo's 4.
And your favorite O-line guy.
Yeah, Parham. See you later, buddy. Adios.
They can keep him as a backup or something, but I don't know. Oh, backup to I don't know what, but backup somewhere.
I mean, based on his size and everything and past history, if you're going to keep him, as much as it pains me to say, then you keep him for center to back up JPJ, but don't put him out there in any other position because he's not. No. So Rebel says, I think Spytek limits our coaching search. Who wants their owner's buddy looking over their shoulder over them constantly? I mean, I kind of get that in a way. I understand what you're saying. But if you make the right hire, it shouldn't be an issue. Like, that's why I am so adamant about at this point. It should be Pete Carroll. I don't care how old he is. I don't give a shit about that. Age is not an issue. Shit, he could come in right now as the head coach of the Raiders and be the healthiest coach in the AFC West without a doubt.
I'll tell you one thing. You put a picture of Pete Carroll next to Andy Reid, next to that food, Sean Payton and Harbaugh. Who looked the healthiest?
Pete Carroll.
Yeah, who looked the healthiest?
I mean, yeah, but also to counteract that, remember, what was it Jim Fix, the runner?
He died running.
Yeah, I mean, the guy was supposedly in like ridiculously healthy, and little did you know that obviously there was that heart condition in his family he didn't know about. But anyway,
yeah, he died, got a heart attack running.
I mean, you look at the rest of these coaches in the AFC West. I mean, Andy Reid's one more Twinkie away from having a heart attack.
You just never know. I mean,
Jim Harbaugh's going in for a heart procedure, supposedly, and a hip replacement. So he's already issues there. Sean Payton, I don't know his health history, but I guarantee you Pete Carroll could still do anything physical than what Sean Payton can do.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get an AFC West UFC cage match for all 4 in the cage match to survive.
Yeah. See, and that's why I like Pete Carroll as the head coach. You know why? Because he ain't going to give a shit who the GM is. If the GM's friendly with the owner or anything. He knows his job. He's successful at it. He's proven that before. I am all for hiring Pete Carroll. Get him in now. We've already interviewed him. I'd rather have somebody that's been there, done that.
Did we interview him twice already?
As I know, just the once. If there has been a second one, I don't know.
Okay.
I'd rather have a proven commodity in Pete Carroll than who knows what we're getting with a young offensive-minded coordinator or defensive coordinator that's never held a head coaching position before. When you got the ability to get a guy that's done it before.
Well, we tried that twice.
What's up, SoCal?
Kind of worked out, but that was a team built by John Gruden. But then we tried AP, and I'm gonna say this: everybody want AP because the only reason why because they want emotions, not anything else. Because we want to get rid of McDummy so bad that we want anybody else but McDummy. So we are AP, and they're like, "Yay!" But then when he failed this year, fire him. Well, his first year, you don't know anything about coaching a whole team. This is linebackers.
Yeah. So Rebel, I guess you're on the same page as me with Pete Carroll. So everybody said how AP was going to compete with the coaches in the AFC West. Now we have a chance to get a guy who I believe is undefeated in the NFL against all three of these coaches. I know he's got Jim Harbaugh's number. I know that for a
Yeah, you
fact.
do. Yeah.
You know, I think he's not going to be intimidated by any one of those three coaches in our division. And like I've said before in the last few weeks, rebuilding or retooling this team starts within our own division. If we can't at least break 500 in our own division, it doesn't matter what we do in the rest of the league, because if we can't dig ourselves out of the number 4 spot in our own division, we're not going to be much of a factor anywhere else in the league. You know, because if we can't dominate this division, who are we kidding? We're not kidding ourselves here. You know, we're not going to go far at all.
As it stands right now, this is a strong division in the NFL.
Oh God, yeah, it's back to what it used to be. Remember how it used to be, Chris, when the AFC West was the toughest division in the league?
Yeah,
you know, there were always three teams that were heavily competitive with each other, and one, usually the Chargers, would fall by the wayside. It was always us as one of the top dogs. We were always 1 or 2 for the most part, and then it was whoever was the shittiest out of the other 2. You know, or the other 3 would finish. You know,
they can block each other. They beat us so bad they couldn't make the playoffs. So they's like, wow, you know.
Bill Torres, give Pete Carroll unlimited supply of prune juice. We're good. What's up, Robin Pena? How you doing, brother?
You don't want to get prune juice. You won't be on sidelines. Got to drink prune juice. You got to keep running to the bathroom.
Well, that's why you put them in Depends. It won't be so bad. Oh God. But I mean, obviously that's the next step now. You get the head coach in here, which, like I said, should be Carroll. And then, you know, I mean, you want to get a guy like LaFleur from the Rams as your offensive coordinator, and then, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you could get Robert Saleh to come in here as the defensive coordinator. If Pete Carroll could talk to him and say, look, if we work a deal where he's going to be his replacement when the time comes, and the system's already in place, offense and defense, the players are in place, I don't think there would be much of a change. You know, he was never given a fair shake with New York, to be honest with you.
No, he was.
They handcuffed him with Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry.
He was like AP. Yeah, you had a coach, but we're not going to give you anything. So
yeah. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, brother?
So, you know, it's like crazy. Yeah, Robert Saleh, DC, if he can't get a head coaching job, bring him into DC. And then give him like, you know what, when Pete Carroll decided to leave, you're on the head coach.
Yeah. Oh, it's Young DB94 says, Joseph, you're talking about Vance Joseph. I wouldn't be opposed to that either, I guess. Byron Leftwich is another name that I saw shows kicking around the last couple of days too, as an offensive coordinator, which I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Let's see. Saleh on the Niners or Jags. I know there's a really good chance I've heard of him going to the Niners, but I mean, could still be talked out of it for the right amount of money, you know.
Who, Saleh?
Yeah. I mean, anything's possible. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You know, I just think if we don't get somebody like Pete, who, like I said, has a proven track record of winning at, you know, not just the NFL level, he won on the college level too.
Yeah.
So he's got that experience there. So he knows how to, and people like, he doesn't know how to relate to young guys. He was a college coach for a long time. And you got to remember, these head coaches deal with these rookies coming in. These rookies are like 20, 21 years old. I mean, they have to know how to deal with these young guys. And I think Pete Carroll is a different character than what you see in some of the old school, older coaches. He relates well to the youth, you know, to these younger players. And that's just my feeling on it, you know, that he can still relate to these young guys. You know, I don't have a problem with him coming in. The age does not bother me, not at all. And I'm not just saying it because I'm an older guy myself. You know, I'm in my 50s. You know, it's when you see someone on another show talking about the age of someone, you know, as a negative like that, You know, no matter what his success rate has been in the past, and it's been really fucking good. You know, that's what kind of gets me a little pissed off, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
or when someone brings up another name of a coach, and the first question right away is, "Well, how old is he?" What does that matter? What the fuck does that
Look,
matter?
they had coaches, NFL coaches in the 80s and 90s. So what difference does it make? I mean, as long as you're
Yeah,
healthy.
I mean, you don't the president's 70 something years old. Nobody's sitting there going, "Oh, he's too old," or
That's what I said a couple of days ago. I said, well, the new president is older than Pete Carroll. He run the whole nation, basically the world. He didn't say he's too old, but Pete Carroll can't run a football team. Get out of here.
No, the floor would be a lateral move. Can't happen unless the Rams agree to it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. I guess with that, you know, I mean, either way, I mean, it's going to get interesting now because if we don't come up with something quick, I mean, you still got 4 teams that are still looking for head coaches: us, Tennessee, Jacksonville, and the Cowboys. No, sorry, not Tennessee. Not Tennessee.
No.
Jacksonville, New Orleans Saints,
and Cowboys.
Jaguars. No. I just said we just talked about this before we came on today. We were looking at it. Who was still?
It's Saints.
I got it right here. I got it right here. So it's New Orleans Saints, Jacksonville Jaguars, us, and the Cowboys. Why did I keep saying Tennessee? Those are the 4 teams that are still looking for head coaches right now. So we're going to possibly lose out on someone else if we don't if something's not done here.
Yeah, I think they're already talking to somebody behind the scenes. We just don't know that yet. But
so smoke. I'm worried because the Raiders haven't made a public announcement on hiring Spytek as a GM. I thought that was already.
No, it was a report by It was a report by Adam Schefter.
Let me see if there's anything.
I mean, everybody broke it. So
that's right. The Jets hired Aaron Glenn today, so that's where I keep thinking there were 5. I forget that was just today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam Cohen's took himself out of the Jaguars head coach and
he
resigned for that job. So supposedly he's going to stay in Tampa.
They resigned, yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that? Here's another one I just saw on CBS Sports Line. They're talking about players that could be cut or traded, and I'll give you one guess who one of the first big names is on this list.
Don't tell me it's that guy on number 98.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you know what? If they do, they better get something for him. I'll tell you that.
Let's see. Well, here's the deal with this, right? So his cap number for 2025 is $27.9 million.
Mm-hmm.
His 2025 compensation is 23.1. Dead money at 10 million, 10.2 million. If he were to be let go or trade, his cap savings would be 17.7 million. So Raiders owner Mark Davis has been adamant that Crosby won't be traded. It could be a different story if Crosby faces the issue because he isn't happy with the direction of the team after a new head coach is hired or his contract isn't addressed in a meaningful way. He is under contract through 2026 for $42.8 million. The Raiders took a Band-Aid approach to Crosby's contract in 2024. Crosby had $5 million added to 3 years that were left. Where he got $6 million raise for 2024, while his 2025 compensation also increased 1.9, almost 1.1, almost 1.2 million, and his 2026 money decreased by 2.1. So they're giving him. We're going to give him less in the 2026 season, while we're giving him more right now. Yeah, wow, Devontae Adams' contract is massive. I didn't realize it was that big. Holy shit. Devontae Adams.
Oh, yeah.
His 2025 cap number is $38.3 million. Holy shit.
That's one good thing Tedesco did. Got rid of that money.
Yeah, it did.
He did. Got rid of that money. and then we got a pick. So that Telesco did good on that. That's
The
one.
names on this list are kind of interesting, actually. So these are guys that they're looking at could be cut or possibly traded, right? So obviously you got Aaron Rodgers on there. No, thank you. Kirk Cousins is on there.
No,
That contract's monstrous. Derek Carr's contract is ridiculous. His cap number for 2025 is 51 million.
Are you serious?
Yep.
And you guys want me? And you guys want me back Derek Carr? No thanks.
51 million counting towards that Saints contract cap number. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams is 38 million against the cap. Von Miller's 23. Cooper Kupp is 29. Joey Bosa 36 million. This one's not bad. Deebo Samuel 15.8 mil.
But you know what? Speaking of Deebo Samuels, I don't mind bringing him in.
I mean, that is a definite possibility in a trade situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Ayuk's the number one guy now. I mean, that's just plain and simple.
I wouldn't mind bringing him in. Like, if we can do a little small trade going, I'll trade a fourth for him, or maybe that third. Like, okay, I'll take him. I mean, he's been hurt lately, but and also he has been dropping a lot of balls, but he's dropping balls because he's not happy.
Yeah, Silver Smoke. I looked again too. I don't see anything yet. Which, did people jump the gun on this? I don't know. Hope not, because everybody that got on and said shit's gonna look like a fucking tool today.
My heart can't take it no more.
It's a lot of Taco Bell. Yeah, right.
I can't have another stroke, man. I only have one. I don't want another one. Jesus Christ, come on now. But a lot of news station broke it, but it's not official.
Yeah, dude, 51 million. I still can't get over Cobb worth that much. 51 million for this current season. Holy shit!
Where'd you see that at? I don't see it.
No to Deebo for me. The 51 million. I was on. Where the hell was I? Oh, I was on ESPN looking. No, was it? No. Where the fuck am I? CBS Sports Line. Let's see. Yeah, the other guys' names aren't. I mean, you got Miles Sanders. He's a running back in Carolina. James Bradbury, Tyler Lockett, John Hargrave, nose tackle at San Fran. Marcus Williams, the free safety from Baltimore. Jair Alexander, Green Bay. These are all guys that are on that cut or trade possible list. Pretty much, that's all of them. I know I said it the other day. Last night on Leo's show, I also wouldn't mind seeing if we could work something. If Pete Carroll comes here, if he could work on getting a trade to get DK Metcalf over here. I said it last night. I'd be all for it.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, Debo's definitely not the same Debo he was the last few years.
Nah. But like I say, he's been unhappy.
I could see that, Roscoe.
He's been unhappy.
With the Jags GM being fired, it worries me more. Yeah, I get you on that one.
Stephon Diggs is a free agent, but
he's injured. He's past his prime. I think
he's hurt too much.
I wouldn't trust him. Raiders don't need a high-priced wide receiver. We need an O-line and running back. We're bottom of the barrel in the run game. You can't win like that. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, running back room that was basically non-existent.
No, we had a retirement room, not a running back room.
Yeah.
Kingsbury's not coming here.
Yeah, no, I don't want him either.
I don't want nobody's going to walk out the door like you offer him a contract and I have to get it. I don't want that because he'll do the same thing. No,
I'm not going to lie, SoCal Sal, I kind of like that too. If they're willing to trade for him or if they're going to cut him, that's because you remember if they cut these players, contract's gone, and then we could sign them for whatever was a fair deal at that point. So the right thing to deal with is look and see who gets cut, and then who's available out there.
Contract is all that shit. When they get cut, that's it. Contract's not avoided. That's it. Done. What do you think about Pete Carroll coming here and getting Justin Fields? Chat. What do you guys think? He's a free agent. He won't cost much. because he didn't do much.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're basically looks like they're committed to
Russell.
Russell Wilson going forward. So
Yeah. Because anytime he did pretty good when he started when Russell was out. Then you just take him out and put Russell in. Like, wow, that's not good for your confidence.
No. Just trying to see if I can find any other news here. Yeah, I don't see anything anywhere either. So that is actually making me a little nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm going to read this to everybody just to see what you think. So on ESPN, they've got the head coaching openings listed, right? So under the Raiders, it describes, all right, the record with the Raiders 9-17 over 2 seasons with Antonio Pierce fired January 7th. What happened? The Raiders have fired Antonio Pierce after 1 season. A source told ESPN's I hate this guy, on Tuesday. Pierce, who was hired as the team's coach last January after serving as an interim coach for the last 9 games of 2023, led the Raiders to a 4-13 record this season. He had said at his media availability on Monday that he was operating as if he would remain as the team's coach, but acknowledged he had not yet met with owner Mark Davis, which we all know how that went the next day.
Yeah.
So pros of the Vegas job. The Raiders not only have the the number 6 pick in the April's draft, but they also have a boatload of cap space. Right now, roughly $73 million for 2025 per roster management system. Las Vegas boasts state-of-the-art facilities, has a world-class stadium, and rosters 2 foundational players in tight end Brock Bowers and defensive end Max Crosby, plus no state income tax. So here's the cons of the job, they say. You're probably looking at a total rebuild in a division with 3 10-win teams this season and well-established coach QB combos in Andy Reid and Mahomes, Harbaugh and Sherbert, Peyton and Bo Nix. Aiden O'Connell showed he can be serviceable in the past month, but an upgraded quarterback is needed. Plus, more than half of the defensive starters are scheduled to hit free agency, including inside linebacker Robert Spillane and safety Trevon Moring. So, I mean, yeah, the cons are definitely the division with the coaches. Like we said earlier, I mean, it's an uphill climb no matter who comes in here. But I think the one that probably would fare the best coming in here right away would probably be Pete Carroll, because he's definitely got a proven track record, especially against Harbaugh. I mean, he's got his number. And the fact that I don't think they like each other either. So that would be fun too.
I don't think so neither.
And I don't really care who likes who. It's not a fucking popularity contest. It's let's get the fuck out there, beat the fuck out of the other team, like old Raiders school style. Get the goddamn win and go back in the locker room and move on to the next fucking game.
Just walk on these chests and keep going. Like, bye. Get out of my stadium.
I'm tired of all that prima donna shit. I heard they're letting Wilson walk and committing the fields. I've heard the opposite, so who knows?
The opposite. Where's he get that from? Silver.
I mean, would he still possibly go after Wilson? Who knows? I kind of hope not. Because I do like this Silver Smoke. I do like AOC, which I've been saying for weeks. Everybody bust my balls about it, but I'm committed and I'm sticking with it. I still think AOC is the quarterback for next year with a rookie behind him. And after everything I've seen, I would have to, and I've said Dart for the last week. I would definitely go with Dart too.
Well, they never get
Rundown.
AOC.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, ready to run down. Hey, well, AOC never got a chance to do anything. He didn't get any support.
No. I mean, it started the season as the backup to Pick and Chew, and then comes in when they finally fire Luke. I suck at being an offensive coordinator. Getsy. Now, AP makes the change to him. He plays a couple of games and he breaks his thumb. So now we're back to fucking Pikachu.
Oh yeah, Pikachu.
That whole move still irks the shit out of me. Why we even fucking bothered with him?
We know when it started, right? When McDonough was here, and we had to play the Chargers, and Garoppolo had a broken toenail, and AOC started that game with no reps in the first team and none of that stuff. He just put him in to fail. Yeah. So that's when the whole thing starts. So everybody saying, AOC sucks. Well, AOC was a third string quarterback. You know, Brian Hoyer had what?
The Niners are trying to close in on Pete Carroll. What?
Nah.
For what?
They didn't even fire their coach yet.
They're not getting rid of fucking Shanahan. No way. What do they want to bring him in as a defensive coordinator?
Pete Carroll.
DC?
If he's getting a job,
why would you? Why? I wouldn't take that if I was him. Why would you turn down a head coaching possibility when you could to be a DC? Hell no. Make a lot more money being a head coach than willing off a defensive coordinator. I know you don't care, but the Chiefs. No, I do care on that one. I don't know. I know you don't care, but Chiefs or Bills. Oh, I think we're all Bills all the way on this one. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could never root for the Chiefs. I was rooting big time for the Texans last week. I even picked the Texans, even though I lost. I knew I was going to lose that one, but I can't. I refuse to pick the Chiefs ever. Nor the Broncos, or the Chargers, or the Patriots. And yes, I hate the Patriots. Can't be for head coach. Yeah, so DC, interesting.
I still don't see anything breaking.
ESPN Spytek and Cohen make it happen.
Cohen's already going back to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but is he though?
That's what he said. He's going to resign. That's the news break, but news breaking so much we don't know what's going
on. Bills, please don't let us down. No, please. The only reason KC's got an edge is because they're playing at home in that fucking toilet bowl. If they were playing in Buffalo would have been. You got to give them the odds on that one. As it is, I think the spread's only like what, 1.5. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Headed out to church, gents. Prayers for the Raiders for sure. Yeah, light a candle. You know, fucking if you can drink it, drink the holy water. You know. Get blessed by the priest, bring a Raiders logo, have them bless it. That we can nail a head coach for once that's going to stick around for more than half a season or a season and a half. It makes me sick when I look back at the coaches that we've had for the last 15 years. How many different goddamn head coaches in that time frame? It just drives me fucking nuts, you know.
Because they don't give them a chance. They hired coach. Oh, you're 7-9. Now you're then you go to 5-12. Oh, you're fired.
I mean, the only coach that had a chance to be anything long term would have been Gruden, but he got nailed with the emails. You know
who else who was doing good and got fired because he wanted Gruden? Del Rio,
yeah. But there were reports that a lot of the players weren't crazy about him either. But oh well, you don't have to like the guy to play.
Look,
you're getting paid to play football. Just shut up and fucking play.
I'm getting paid to coach a winning team, and you guys get paid to play football, like you said. So you don't like it? Get to walking. Wow.
Crazy how Spytek worked with Monken from 2016-18, and we're waiting for him to accept the interview. If he comes in for an interview,
you probably will now.
I'm sure they're going to take what Spytek says, with the knowledge of what he has with him, how that goes. I don't know.
If Spytek is official, I'm sure Monk will come right in. I'm sure he will. It's official because I don't see anything.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Nothing.
I just think that right now, I just think that Pete's the best option right this now.
Yeah, well, bring Pete in, solid at defensive coordinator. Get an OC. We're all right. We're okay. Well, we're not going to win a Super Bowl next year.
Silver Smoke
Hopefully,
just sent me a
we
text.
do. But anyway, I was going to get on short. I got to go and do something. I just want to check out my stuff. I forgot I got to do something with the wife before the wife gets home, because if not, I won't have a house.
All right. Yeah, I
Hey,
wasn't gonna be too long. Hey, what's up, Billy Davis? How you doing, brother?
hey, Billy. Yeah, I just wanted to test some things out with you to see if I'm doing things right. So looks okay. I'm gonna keep on working on
Yeah,
it.
your stream's working. So I mean,
Yeah.
when you log out, right? When
Uh-huh.
you go to your channel, now if you start watching it, what was just what the stream just was, you're gonna see down right below the screen. You're gonna see two little blue icons. One's gonna say analytics,
Uh-huh.
and the other one's going to say edit video. Click on the analytics, and that'll show you um, how many watch hours you got, um, how long people watch for. It starts to give you an idea on how much traction you're getting too.
Okay.
It might not pop up right away. Give it a second because it'll change the screen, and then it's going to calculate, and then it'll pop up a separate window, and it'll give you that information. It'll tell you how many hours or how many minutes of view time, or watch hours. And then
Mm.
when you want to get out of it, just click on. There'll be another button at the bottom of that window that says dismiss. Just click on that, and then just back out.
Yeah, I'm watching on my other account. I'm looking at my stream right now.
Yeah. Anybody that's still in here that hasn't gone over to Chris's channel, go to Chris for Raiders on YouTube. Um, Hit the subscribe, and his video is going to be up right now too. So hit that subscribe and like on the video for him. We're gonna start getting him some subs and shit. He finally got enough subs to go live. So that's why whenever I go on live, if he's around, I'll get him in with us too, so he can stream to his channel now too. So he can start adding his own content too. Pete makes good cornerback. Good after he left Seattle, they got burned by. Yeah, true. Well, he's a defensive-minded coach. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what you. I mean, look at Seattle's defense in the time that he was there as the head coach. I mean,
The Legion of
Legion
Boom.
of Boom, baby. I mean, that
Yeah.
defense was,
Yeah.
and you don't need a high flying, mega scoring offense if you've got a defense that can hold another team to under 20 points. You
Yeah.
know, you just need serviceable guys out there in the offense. You don't need fucking a team full of superstars. Because you know what happens when you have a team full of superstars on both sides of the ball? You can't keep them because they're all going to want too much money.
Yep.
And then you're going to be cap strapped, and then the team's going to have to be basically almost dismantled in a very short time frame. So that's the other thing people have to look at. We can't be bringing in all kinds of shiny new players, and you think about it. You gotta go bargain hunting in the NFL now. You got to bargain hunt for players that are going to fit your system.
But see,
no,
you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get those shiny new toys. I want the ball more. I want the ball more. I want the ball more. And they're gonna start crying, bitching, mess with the whole locker room. You don't want that. You don't
Jason?
want that.
This
Show
is
me the ball.
this is basically Raider talk type stuff. Las Vegas Raiders. We tend to hop in every now and then and talk shit. I'm on a couple of different shows during the week right now. So don't forget, everybody, tune in tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Pacific. The Raider Connection, it's myself, LV Raider 10, Leo, Cheeto Linus, and Just Raiders Baby. The four of us are on every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Pacific. And on Thursday nights, it's myself and my co-host, LV Raider 10, at 10 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm sorry,
7
10
p.m.
o'clock
Pacific.
Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time.
If it's
And
10
that
o'clock,
show
that'd be
is
like
Raiders.
1 point for you.
Yeah, that show is Raiders Coast to Coast. On all these shows, we pretty much, during the season, obviously, we're talking the games that either just happened or the upcoming games. Now that we're in the off season, it's pretty much whatever the hot topic is at the time. Like right now, like tonight, we'll be talking about the GM and what other coaching possibilities we're going to be looking at. and probably the same thing tomorrow night on the other show. Um, but right now, I mean, words out there that we hired Spytek today as the GM. He was an old friend of Brady's. Helped build, or was a good part of helping build that Tampa Bay team that won a Super Bowl when Brady got there. Um, so now we're just going to wait and see what we do for a head coach. Who we're still bringing in, how many more we're still going to bring in. 4 teams still in the NFL that need head coaches, including us. We're part of that 4. So if we don't do something quick, we're going to lose out on, we're going to lose out on some. No two ways about that. I mean, if we don't make the move. And that's what I hope doesn't happen, that we drag our feet, which is typical Raider fashion.
With the last
we drag our feet waiting to hear back from people. And, next thing you know, well, that coach is gone. Well, nope, we can't hire him. He just got hired. Nope, that guy doesn't want to be a head coach now. He wants to stay as a coordinator.
I don't want to hear no breaking news like, oh, this breaking news, Raider just rehired Getsy. I don't read that crap.
Yeah. John Raider, when we hired Pete, I expect Jim Howe to fire Greg Roman because Pete knows his weakness.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you're a Bengals fan. I don't mind fans of other teams coming in.
No.
As long as you as long as you be respectful and don't spam like some of the idiot Charger fans that come in here and just like they did a few weeks ago until they got knocked out of the playoffs and now they went back in the hole.
Like I said, I'm a Raider channel. I'm a Raider diehard. I reckon I work with anybody. I don't care what team you are. If you want to talk football, let's talk football. But I'm a Raider fan, point blank.
Oh, look at this. All right, so Show Low Man says Bucks media have stated the last hour that Cohen hasn't signed his OC contract yet.
Oh yeah. All signed.
If that's true, then who knows now?
Might be still in play.
Yeah. SoCal. Hey Jeff, is JT going to join you in another live soon? I want to hear what he thinks about the coaching situation. Those that don't know, JT is my son.
Oh yeah.
A few weeks ago, I was doing a show and he showed up, and he sat next to me here in my little studio, and him and I bantered back and forth live, and interacted with the channel. It was fun. We had a good time. He liked it. I was like a proud dad that he was willing to do this. He's not a little kid. He's 28 years old, so he knows this. He knows this stuff. I raised him right. He's a Raider fan. He's also a Vegas Knights fan, so he loves talking Vegas.
Yeah, you got the jersey on, yeah.
Yeah. So this Saturday, him and I are going to Hudson, Mass, which is about an hour north of here, to the American Heritage Museum. They're doing a presentation by a reenactment group that does like ancient Roman type stuff, and he's into that whole Roman Legion and Julius Caesar stuff. He's a history buff just like me, but he goes even further back. I like World War II and military history, like more recent stuff.
Yeah, me too. I like the military.
But he's into that. So I saw that they were doing that, and I asked if he wanted to go. He said, yeah. And then the other day he goes, hey, maybe when we get back home, he goes, we can get on and do a live show on Saturday. I said, that's up to you. I said, if you want to hop on spur of the moment when we get back home after we settle in, I said, I'm fine with it. I said, we can go on for a little while on a Saturday afternoon. So won't be able to do it on Sunday. Sunday's my granddaughter's birthday Sunday, and we got a big party we're going to go for. So won't be able to do anything on Sunday.
Yeah,
but it will be done before the championship game start. I made sure of that because if I have to leave, I'm leaving.
Okay, so I'm reading an article on ESPN. Paul Gutierrez broke the news. He's pretty reliable. I trust him more than I trust the other guy. So hopefully some big announcement come today. I don't think they're gonna do a press conference because they're gonna wait till they get the head coach. But yeah, he broke the news. Sources say. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep my ears and eyes open because I'm gonna sign off right now. Okay, Raider Nation, I'm signing off. I got things I gotta do. I just want to get on test my live cam with you guys. Tell me in the comments if you like. If you don't, let me know. I like honesty. Anyway, like and subscribe to my channel at Christopher Raiders. Also, like and subscribe to my boy here.
Yeah, make sure you hit Chris's channel up, please. Appreciate it. I'm staying on for a few more minutes.
All right, guys.
See you,
Peace.
Chris. Thanks for hopping on with me, man.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
I'm definitely gonna watch the show on that because I got something to say.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna come in shot out of a cannon tonight, talking about Pete Carroll and the age thing. So I'll be in rare form tonight.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Later, bro. Thanks. Let's see. Elon Musk likes to roll my stuff too. Yeah, what's up, brother? How you doing today? Yeah. So again, now we're in the waiting game now to figure out, who we're gonna look for head coach, and if we're gonna interview anymore, and if maybe this Liam Cohen thing now has got some traction now. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Just gotta play the waiting game at this point. Um, you know, what else are we gonna do at this point? Just wait it out. I mean, at least we got a GM. If everything goes as what's been reported, we've got the GM that I think everybody was kind of hoping we were gonna get. So that's a positive thing. What's up, Arnie? How you doing? Who is your plan C and D? At this point, I don't know. I mean, obviously, everybody's A plan was Ben Johnson, but I mean, I would have taken him if we offered him the position. I mean, no matter what, whoever we hire, we're gonna have to deal with it and just hope for the best at that point. We're gonna have to support whoever they bring in. I mean, because I just don't want to go through another year of bullshit of oh, we're shitty again, and shitty still, and then all of a sudden it's going to start the talk of tanking again, and I can't live through another season without showing some signs of progress. And signs of progress to me are today was the first sign. If Spytek is definitely the word on the street and it's 100%, then that's a step in the right direction. Who we bring in as a head coach now, that's the next piece to this puzzle. There's just different layers to this. It's like a fucking onion, basically. So all these different layers have to get peeled back. Then we have to figure out the offensive, defensive coordinators. Once those two guys are set as the coordinators and the head coaches in, now we can get rolling, because now we can start seriously talking about free agency and what we think, based on past tendencies for these, these coaches and the GM, where we think they go, what'll help us in the future, for free agency. And then you're going to have the senior bowls. Then you're going to have the combines, pro days, which all these guys should be at. GM, head coach, and coordinator should be at all of those, every single one of them. And then next thing you know, the draft is here, and what we do with that sixth pick. Do we move up? Do we move back? I refuse to be on board with us moving up and, to get one of those two quarterbacks. I don't want to waste draft picks. I just don't want to see it. Those it seem like we always settle for less when Mark Davis hires. Yeah, but I don't think Mark Davis is going to be. Mark Davis isn't involved in the hiring process right now. He's signing the checks and probably signing the contracts as the primary owner or the managing partner or whatever. Spytek will back out because of 2-year contract instead of 3 because we're a supermarket mistake. I don't think it's going to be a 2-year contract. Anybody you have come in for a head coach now, it's going to be a 3-year minimum. No less than 3. Personally, I'd rather see no less than 4 years, because I think that's how long it's going to take for us to have an impact, no matter who comes in. I mean, doesn't mean it could go sooner than that. I mean, look at Washington. They're a perfect example. You bring in a head coach, an offensive coordinator, you draft that rookie, and they're in the NFC Championship game. I mean, that's unheard of. Let's put it this way. If the Redskins win Sunday, it's the first time in NFL history a rookie quarterback is going to be playing in a Super Bowl and could possibly still win it, too. highly unlikely based on the two that are going to be possibly coming out of the AFC. But it's yeah, the draft pick history of who these guys are. Between Pete Carroll, the GM, Brady going to be involved now too. He's going to put his fingerprint on some of this stuff too. I'm sure he's going to have a say as to who goes and who stays. You know, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting, without a doubt. So I only wanted to hop on for a little bit, help Chris out, get him up on his first live, and test out the system for him. And just so happened that the Spytek news broke, so we'll wait and see. But make sure everybody tunes in tonight. The Raider Connection, um, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Pacific. And then tomorrow night, Thursday night, it's myself and LV Reid at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Pacific. Raiders Coast to Coast. So make sure you check in tonight. Oh, and don't forget, people that weren't here earlier, today, 41 years ago today, we won our last Super Bowl against the Redskins. So make sure everybody double checks all that time schedules and everything for tonight's show. So until next time, take care.